Evening campers, big bag on again. Bit of camping this evening on a school night, no less. Cool. Brought the hammock out this evening. The weather is absolutely beautiful, so just couldn't miss the opportunity to come out this tonight. Working in the morning, so be away. Not crack of dawn, but got to be away for maybe 8 o'clock. But the weather, although a little bit windy on the tops, clear blue skies, hardly a cloud in the sky. Absolutely beautiful evening. So I think once we get down into this woodland, get tucked away and set up, I think it's going to be superb evening. Got a bit of nice food with me as well. I've brought my bush box, or cheap version of, not used it. So brought that, so hopefully cook some burgers up on that. Not normally a big cooker on these camps, but thought why not. But this weighs an absolute ton. I have brought so much stuff with me, but it's not that far, so why not? A couple of extra calories to counteract the burgers as well. Okay, right, we're going to crack down. It's just an area of woodland fairly local to where I live. Do quite a lot of walking through here as well, so I know it quite well. There's a couple of like decent clearings inside the wood itself, so if we can get on the edge of there, looking into them, you never know, might get a little view of a deer in the morning. Going to have a fire, so they might stay well away, but you never know, might get a little glimpse in the morning if we're lucky. Right, let's crack on. It's quite dense for a little while, so we'll get through this, hopefully find a good little area to set the hammock up. Probably a good spot as any if we're going to get a lucky sighting of the day. There's an old high seat here, seen better days, but they've been here recently, so you never know. It's a nice ride up here. Should be able, if I keep the tarp up, I should be able to get a view both ways rather. So up there on this ride, and then down into the woods below us. You never know, if we're quiet in the morning for an hour before we get up, might see one or two. Okay, as you can see, I've got it set up finally. Been a bit of faffing. I've not done it for so long. I've only used it 4 or 5 times anyway. I must admit, I've not really enjoyed the other times I've used it so far. I've been cold, and it's not even been particularly cold weather that I've done it in. So we'll give it another go. I used my mat inside it last time, my inflatable thermarest, but I've jacked that, got the under blanket now, so hopefully got some down pants and a down jacket. Hopefully I'll be warm enough, but we'll see. As you can see, these two trees are a little bit close together, so I've not been able to get my tarp as tight as I would like, but it's okay. I've put both the front and the back up because I wanted to get a view up this ride in case any deer tries to sneak in behind me. But yeah, I'm reasonably happy with it. What is it? All DD 3x3, DD front line, and the DD under blanket, and my Aegis Max M3 sleeping bag. Hopefully that will keep us warm enough. I'm not convinced, and the other nights I've used it haven't been a fantastic sleep, and I could do with one because I've got work tomorrow, but I feel as though I really want to enjoy it. I think once I get it cracked, I think I will enjoy this much more than the tent, but I'm kind of forcing myself to like it at the minute. But you know, being able to have a fire and being in lovely little blocks of woodland like this. I've camped in here a couple of times with a tent, but there is literally not an inch of flat ground, so None of those nights have been particularly comfortable either. Maybe woodland camping's just not my thing. Anyway, we'll get everything sorted, get the firebox put together. That might take me another hour, never used that. Absolute amateur at this, like. Right, let's get started. Yeah, wasn't too bad. Not too much of a struggle. So, hopefully, be able to cook on that in a bit. Seems sturdy enough. Okay. That should probably be enough to cook the burgers on. Not going to keep it going all night. As you can see, there's absolutely tons if you need any more. But there is a footpath up on the top there, so probably will wait till it goes dark and only keep it contained and just enough to cook me supper. Right, what time is it? It's 4:15, so I've got about 2 hours before the sun goes down. So I think we'll just have a chill out for a bit. So for supper tonight, we've got burgers, some brioche, bit of Rolo yoghurt for after. We might even sneak in a Mr. Kipling French fancy. You look good to me. Job's a good one. Well, I forgot my sauce, so they're a little bit plain, but not bad at all. Oh, really hit the spot, those burgers. It's not like me to cook something proper, but have a little fire. It's easier than trying to cook burgers on the that what's it called that I've got, pocket rocket. It's a bit, the heat's really directed to the middle, so it's a right swine trying to cook burgers or sausages, anything. So I don't tend to, but over an open fire, a couple of burgers, hit the spot. Unfortunately, no ale to wash it down. Still not drinking, so we're on the Pepsi Max as a little treat. Yeah, really pleasant evening now. We've got about another half hour of daylight and I'll get tucked in. Just started a book, that seems pretty decent, so I'll have a pleasant night, early night, try and get some sleep. Hopefully I'm not going to be cold. Like I was saying before, the last couple of times been really cold on my back, so fingers crossed we get a good kip. All tucked in for the night now. Quite warm at the moment, so fingers crossed have a good kip. Right, unless anything exciting happens, see you in the morning. Morning campers, and as you can see, it's a beautiful morning. Chilly, but absolutely crisp, lovely morning. Sun's just come up over the edge here, about 7 o'clock-ish, and we're all squared away, ready to go. Not a sign left. Yeah, so we were up early this morning, went to bed early. Sleep was okay. I wasn't cold. Wouldn't say I was dead warm, but certainly wasn't cold. so that was quite good. Probably dropped to, I don't know, low single figures in the night, clear night. So yeah, quite impressed with that one, enjoyed it. Yeah, probably the first hammock that I've actually enjoyed. It was a really pleasant evening. Yeah, and slept pretty well. So yeah, all good. We'll be out again doing that soon for sure, especially on a work night now as the nights are getting a little bit lighter, a little bit more time in the evening to get into a bit of local woods. Yeah, definitely be doing that more often. Right, work. So we better make a move. We've got bags of time, packed up a little bit earlier than I thought I was going to do. So yep, have a nice walk out. Trees aren't moving, so I might be able to get the drone up, fly it over the edge, get a bit of the sunrise. Okay, let's head on out. Well, that was actually quite a most enjoyable night. I wasn't convinced with the hammock, to be honest, but last night I really enjoyed it. I'm not just forcing myself to enjoy it either. It was warm enough. There's a bit of ground frost and a few of the puddles were frozen as well this morning, so probably a little bit colder than I thought. And I wasn't cold. I wasn't roasting, wasn't toasty like I'm in my tent, but unbroken sleep pretty much. So yeah, definitely be doing it again. Right, work. Nearly back at the van, so head back down, grab a bit of breakfast, and then do a day's graft. Thank you very much for watching. I'll actually be having a little break from the mountains soon. Going on holiday for a couple of months. My dad has recently retired to Thailand, so I'm going out to see him. I think it's 4 weeks tomorrow maybe. So probably got a few camps or walks between now and then, but then I'll be away for 2 months. There'll be plenty of good content. I'm going to take my drone with me and my GoPro, and we'll hopefully get out to the jungles and get some really good footage of the beach and the jungle and try and do some hikes out there. Never really walked out there much, so try and do that. So if that sounds like your bag, subscribe, ding the bell, and explore Thailand.